Okay, so let's take a look at those 4 homework problems. All right, so what we're doing is we are solving for x here. Let me get my annotator going. There we go. So what you want to do is you want to try to reduce the square root first. And we should all know that square root of 9 equals 3. So I have a 3 plus or minus 3 all over 2. Okay, and this plus or minus means there's 2 different equations in here. So basically I have x equals 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3 over 2. And I also have x equals 3 minus 3 over 2. Okay, so let's reduce further. So 3 plus 3 is 6 over 2, which equals 3. And then here I have 3 minus 3, which is 0 over 2. And of course, that equals 0. So using set notation, using my braces, oops, hit the button on accident. Okay, in order, it's 0, 3. All right, number 2, same thing. Let's look at the square root. Square root of 49 is 7. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it with the reduced radical. So I'm going to make it a 7. Okay, and then I have 2 different equations. I got x equals 5 plus 7 over 4. And I've got x equals 5 minus 7 over 4. Okay, so reducing here, 5 plus 7 is 12. Let's do it again. 12 over 4, which of course equals 3. But here we've got 5 minus 7, so that's negative 2 over 4, which reduces, if you divide top and bottom by 2, you get negative 1/2. Okay, so writing it in set notation, I've got negative 1/2, comma, 3, because that's in numerical order. Okay, 3 and 4 are a little bit different, okay, because of the radical. There's not a perfect square on the radical. So what we're going to do is we're going to just reduce it as much as we can. So we've got 28 here. And remember, we're looking at the numbers 4, 9, 16, 25, and 36. We want to see out of these numbers, which of these numbers can we break 28 apart with? And 28 is the same as 4 times 7, okay, because I can use 4. Okay, and I like using 4 because it comes out as a 2. Any of these numbers, if they're inside that number, we can pull it out because these are all perfect squares. All right, so we end up with negative 4 plus or minus. Now remember, this 4 comes out, but it comes out as a 2. So that's 2 radical 7. The 7 stays in there because it's not a perfect square. And then over 2. Okay, so my two solutions are negative 4 plus 2 rad 7 over 2 and negative 4 minus 2 rad 7, and that should be a 7. I messed up there. Should be a 7 over 2. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to put that into Desmos and round to the nearest tenth to give an estimate of where that solution is. Remember, these are x-intercepts. Those are solutions. So let me take a look here. So let's see if I can escape and go back to it. I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe I'll keep it. Let's see what happens if I keep it. Okay, there we go. So now let's go to Desmos. Let's see if I got a Desmos calculator on there. No, I don't. Okay, now remember you want to hit the / bar, or you could bring up the what's going on there? Or you could bring up the calculator up here, or the keyboard down here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the /, and then I'm going to go back and see what my expression was. So -4 plus 2 rad 7 over 2. So up here I'm going to put -4. Don't forget -4 plus 2, and then can I put rad 7? Let's see what's going on. Oh, there it is. There's my bar. There it is. So radical. Oops. So up here, I'm going to put rad 7. And what was it? It was 2. Okay, over 2 right there. So it looks like I got 0.64. So it's going to be 0.6 because that 4 keeps it at 0.6. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll put 0.6. And then the other one's a minus. So it's real easy. I'll just go ahead and just highlight this and put a minus. So I got to remember 0.6 and -4.6. Okay. So I've got, I'm going to put these approximations. So 0.6, and then the other one was 4.6. Oh, so in order, -4.6. It's -4.6, comma 0.6. Okay, so we'll do the same thing here. And if you look at these numbers, 75 can be broken apart with 25. So remember, 75 is just 25 times 3, and the 25 can come out as a 5. So we end up with 5 plus or minus 5 rad 3, because the 3 is not a perfect square, it stays under the radical, and this is over 8. All right, so my two solutions are 5 plus 5 rad 3 over 8, and 5 minus 5 rad 3 over 8. All right, so I need to go back to Desmos. So I got to remember 5 plus 5 rad 3 over 8. So I'm going to hit So remember, you can always hit the divide symbol first. So 5 plus 5, and then radical 3, and then that's over 8. So I got 1.70. So I'm rounding to the 10th, so I just look at the 0, so it's going to say 1.7. I'm going to make it a minus now. So I got 0.45. So because that's a 5, this is going to be 0.5. So negative 0.5, and I forget the other one, negative 0.5 and 1.7. So negative, this is negative 0.5 and 1.7. Remember, that's an approximate because we rounded. So in order, negative 0.5, comma, 1.7. Okay, so that's how you do these. That's how you reduce them. That's how you use Desmos.